Will the Raiders end their playoff drought? Or will the Broncos survive without a quarterback? Can the Steelers recover without their stars? But the real questions are, who will win Rookie of the Year? Who's going to win MVP? And the real question that everyone's going to be asking all season long, who's going to make it to the Super Bowl? We're going to find out today on Madden Predicts the NFL season. I don't know why they made this epic and all that, but yeah, we're just... fuck. Alright, so what's good everybody, Milk here today, and as you guys see, well, I'm making weird facial expressions, and also, Madden is, very interesting with their simulation. Sometimes they'll make some weird wacky trades, sometimes some random team like the Los Angeles Rams will make the Super Bowl or the playoffs out of nowhere when you didn't really expect them. So today what we'll be doing is we'll be letting Madden simulate one season of how they think the NFL season will play out. Now obviously the rosters are going to probably change within the next 2 weeks or so, but hey, we're just doing this for fun and we're going to say what they maybe have in mind. So what we'll be checking after the season over and when I transition is we're going to see what the standings are for every division and who made playoffs. We're going to see some wacky stats that might happen, that may be some record-breaking stats, and then we'll see some transactions that may happen for other teams and see what draft picks or maybe big all-star trades might happen. So we're going to see what happens. I am as the Seattle Seahawks. There's no reason why I picked them. It's just an easier pick for me just so I can sim it a lot faster. But yeah, let's get on into it and I'll see you guys in the transition screen when we just look at what happened. And also I will not be affecting any of the trades. I'm just going to sim it throughout and see what happens. But let's get on into it. Alright, so right off the bat, we're going to see what trades might happen and what free agent signings have happened. But let's look at the trades real quick, because that is a big one. It looks like not too much with the Charge. Ooh, Brandon Flowers gets traded to the Chargers. That's actually a big deal for the Chiefs. I'm kind of surprised, but it looks like they would get a bunch of draft picks. Obviously, this trade's probably not going to happen, but they believe that it could happen. Aaron Colvin, not really too much. Davin House, not too much either. Carlos Williams, he is from the Bills. He got traded to the Colts for the 4th and 7th round pick. Very interesting, honestly. That is a Colts thing to do. They don't really have a strong running game at the moment. Kendrick Lewis, not too much there. And honestly, it looks like there wasn't much trades. I mean, John Jenkins for a 3rd round pick. But yeah, it looks like there wasn't too much actually. So that is actually good. So nothing too crazy in that area. If there's any signings though, there's probably a few, but not too big, right? If anybody got traded away or anything like that, released and someone else signed. And it doesn't really look that way, so we're going to stop right there and we're going to look at the things that you guys are probably going to be looking at. You guys are looking at the standings, and as you can see, we'll just look at you know what, let's not even look at divisions. We'll just go straight up into the NFC and see who made the playoffs. The Cowboys go 13-3, so I'm assuming that's what they believe when Tony Romo was healthy, and I could see that actually. Giants get, wow, they go 11-5, so they're saying the NFC East is going to be stacked this year. And then you got the Falcons 11-5, you know, with a strong running game and a good quarterback. Then they got the Lions going 10-5 too. That's what I mean, a little bit crazy. And they got that one tie against the Packers. That's what I mean against crazy though, because really I don't really expect the Lions to make playoffs, but it could happen, you never know. And then you got the Saints going 10-6, and then you got the Seahawks going 10-6 as well. So what's happening is you got the Cowboys, and then you got the Falcons, and then you got the Lions, and then you got Seattle being the division leaders, and then you got Packers and Giants being those seeds. And then we look at the AFC, we got the Patriots going 14-2, so they won 2 games without Tom Brady, so that's not bad. And then you got the Raiders going 10-6, so they do believe that they will end their playoff drought. Then you got the Chargers going 10-6. That is nonsense. I don't think that's gonna happen, but if that happens, holy hell, I'm deactivating my Twitter, okay? Jaguars go 10-6. You know, they did have a lot of free agent signings. Bengals go 9-7, and Ravens go 9-7. So Steelers don't make playoffs even when they lost all their players. And then the Broncos struggle without a starting quarterback. And the worst teams of every team, oh, the Texans go 5-11, and the Browns go 3-13. And we look at the NFC, and it's most likely gonna be Niners, I believe. Oh, it's not. It's gonna be Buccaneers and Panthers. Wow, I do not expect the Panthers to do that. And Redskins too. Very interesting what Madden has in mind. But yeah, and then I don't believe any stats were probably broken though. Let's look at that real quick, see what's anything going on there. I mean, I guess we could, oh, the awards obviously. Let's check that out, the yearly awards. Who was the MVP? Aaron Rodgers was MVP. I could see that actually, with Tom Brady and Phillip Rivers right behind him. Then we look at Coach of the Year, and that was basically, it would actually be Tom, the Patriots coach, obviously. So it's not Griffin Murphy. And then honestly, I don't see anything else. Offense Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers. Or actually, here we go. Let's go to Offensive Rookie of the Year. That goes to Ezekiel Elliott from the Cowboys, okay? And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, and that goes to Robert Nietzsche? Yeah, I should really learn his name, because I do know who he is, but I'm very sorry about that. Then we look at the AFC and look at the rookies and all that, and the Rookie Defensive of the Year was Jalen Ramsey. He is actually the best rated cornerback in the Madden game right now. And offensively, it was Paxton Lynch. Even though they didn't make playoffs, he thinks they did better. And obviously, it looks like he didn't have much competition other than maybe Connor Cook. But Connor Cook is the backup, obviously. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's just sim this playoffs and see what happens. This went a lot faster than what I was expecting, but I'm very excited to see who they believe will go to the Super Bowl and who's going to get knocked out and etc. But let's go ahead and simulate this game real quick if I can. Alright hosts, here's the postseason wildcard. The Ravens will defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars in their opinion. The Packers will defeat the Lions. The Chargers dominate the Cincinnati Bengals. And it looks like the Giants beat the Seattle Seahawks on a last minute field goal. And as you can see, we got the divisional and it will be Patriots and Ravens. That's actually a rivalry kind of. We got Packers and Cowboys, another rivalry about Dez Bryant if he caught it or not. Chargers and Raiders, another rivalry. And then really Giants and Falcons, just two powerhouse teams. Good offensively, defensively, they're okay. But let's simulate that as well, and let's see who makes the conference. Alright, so here we go. Patriots win in a last-second field goal. It looks like the Cowboys get their sweet revenge on the Packers. It looks like in overtime. The Oakland Raiders beat the Chargers, their rivals. It looks like in overtime as well. And the Falcons outlast the Giants, going 29-22. And then we look at the conference finals. It looks like it'll be Raiders and Patriots and Cowboys and Falcons. I don't think anybody would predict that, honestly, but those are two good teams, or four good teams I should say, with a great running game in the Falcons and great throwing game in with them as well with Matt Ryan. And then you got the Cowboys, who always been really good offensively and a little bit defensively, but not secondary. But Tony Romo always gets injured, and then it just goes to shit from there. And then you got the Patriots, they always know how to make playoffs, But and then you got the Raiders, who are really just up and coming. I don't know if they'll make playoffs this season, but they are promising though in the next 2 years or so. So yeah, but let's move on and let's see who will make it to the Super Bowl and what Madden believes. This is actually kind of exciting. We'll see if the Raiders can maybe end their playoff drought and just straight up just freaking go to the Super Bowl. And your Super Bowl matchup is the Patriots and the Falcons. Who would have thought this? And then you look at this, obviously, wow, Atlanta destroys Dallas. They must have Julio Jones must have destroyed that secondary of the Cowboys. And then you got the Raiders and Patriots, just two really good defensive teams, honestly. So, 42-20, I'm not too surprised about that because Patriots always know how to make it in. But I'm very surprised about Patriots and Falcons, though. Like, what the hell, man? But hey, let's move on. And let's freaking see who makes the Super Bowl, man, or who wins the Super Bowl, excuse me. And then this will be the end of the episode, man. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what happens. Let's get it. So at the end of the day, New England beats the Atlanta Falcons 28-17. Let's look at these stats real quick. The box score, passing yards wise, wow, they actually destroyed the Patriots. Not destroyed, but they outlasted them. And the rushing yards, they barely edged out the Falcons in that area. It looks like the turnovers really matter in that situation and the third down conversions. And then we look at the player stats, and we see Matt Ryan going 1 for 1 with a TD interception, 292 yards. And 129, it had a 74% completion rate. And then we look at whoa. Okay, that scared me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. And wait, who's this dude? Where's Tom Brady? What the fuck happened here? Okay, we're gonna move on from that. We'll try to find Tom Brady in a second. Excuse me. Devontae Freeman, obviously just an absolute beast, goes 83 yards, but he looks like he was stopped most of the time. LeGarrette Blount, another beast, and he doesn't really do too much. They don't really put him in the game that much. Dion Lewis, basically just doing average work right there. And then we look at receiving yards. Julio Jones does his thing, always does well. And then you look at Julian Edelman and etc. And those guys are always going to do well. So no surprise there. And then defensively, who got the interception? That's what we're really going to be looking at right here. Give me a second. It looks like it was Cyrus Jones, a rookie actually, a one-year pro. So that's very interesting to see. And then we look at kicking and all that. Kick returning, not too much, 22 yards. So it looks like it was a back and forth game. I honestly don't know where Tom Brady is though. That's very interesting. Who is this dude? He didn't even throw. So it looks like Tom Brady must have had a good game though. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. I mean, I know it's not that much, but it's informational, and I actually kind of like this kind of stuff because it really can see what Madden did and all that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this double upload type thing. We get a pack opening, we're at this, and then we'll be doing draft champions for the next month or so with a little challenge and etc. And then also we'll be doing a 49ers rebuild going on. I'm very excited about that one for sure. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Milk, and I'll see you later. Peace. Yeah, thanks guys.